Hi Aquarius, how's it going? Welcome to Creative Light Tarot. We are going to do your May reading, and you know what? We're not ready for you yet. There we go. Okay. Thank you for all the people who have returned to watch this video, and for the new subscribers, thank you for being here. If you would like to have a reading with me, you can reach me at creativelightarot@gmail.com. So we are halfway between the spring equinox and the summer solstice. And we have had a full moon in Scorpio. We've gone through Beltane, May 1st, and we're heading towards mid-May in terms of alignments. We're not there yet, but there will be, let's see, a new moon in Taurus on the 15th of May, and also around that time, Uranus is going to move into the sun sign of Taurus, which hasn't happened for about 80 years or so, something like that. So when the last time that Uranus was in the sun sign of Taurus, there was a lot of great shift happening in the world. Now you can Google that, but basically a lot of revolutionary type things are part of that energy, and you know, it's of a similar nature, but not quite the same, because even if it may align in the same way, we are evolved as a society, and hopefully we are, and hopefully we've learned our lessons, and hopefully, you know, in the process of ascension that we are going through as human beings, we are going to go through this time in, you know, a positive way. There's positive outcomes to things that can seem really chaotic. Although I'm not saying that things are going to be chaotic, but they are going to be with some sort of essence of authenticity and some sort of essence of bringing out change. And some people don't like that. Some people aren't comfortable with that. So I'll pick one more card for Aquarius. The thing about it is not that it's not necessarily that you're comfortable or uncomfortable, but it sometimes when things are in a revolutionary nature, they are very, they can be intense. So, there we go. All right, so let's see here. Pan is a very, he's a very interesting character, and I want to make this guy. I want to make sure that I get this right for you. So the thing is that yeah, I'm going to start right here, and I want to read this to you because I love these cards of the Ascended Masters by Doreen Virtue. And even though I can interpret them, I like to learn about the particular characters, but I want to read this to you because I think this is something that let's see here, that might be of importance. So it says Pan. Pan is an ancient Greek deity of nature, mirth, music, and fertility. It was love at first sight for Pan when he spotted the lovely wood nymph Syrinx, yet Syrinx didn't return his affection. It's said that Pan was so unattractive that his name became the root of the word panic, because of the reaction children had when they saw him. So Pan ran after Syrinx down to the river. Syrinx called upon water nymphs for help, and they turned Pan into a willow reed. As Pan yelled for help, the reeds made beautiful music. Later, when Pan transformed into his original self, he made a musical instrument of reeds, which is today called a panpipe. Call upon Pan for help with fertility issues, music, or to relax and enjoy yourself. Aquarius, this seems to be quite a fertile time for you. And I don't know if anyone out there is actually giving birth or going to have a baby. Basically what it's saying is that, you know, growth is a process, right? And so if you have something that is ready to be born, whether it's a project or an actual baby, or you know, like something that is sort of in its infancy stage, you need to wait for it, because just like with a baby, you can't just because you want the baby now, that doesn't mean you can have it right now, right? You have to wait 9 months. Basically, you know, it's also a good time to even start projects, right? So you're being asked to trust the timing on everything, and trust that whatever it is that you're working on is going to come in the right time. Also that something that may have begun, you are unsure of. So you are wondering what's going to be happening in terms of the timing of this. And so Spirit is asking you to trust the timing of it as well. Sometimes there are things that we don't know. Like we know, for instance, when, you know, the amount of time we have to wait in order for a baby to be born. And we know how long, you know, it takes for, you know, if we put toast in the toaster, for instance, or perhaps the distance to, if we're planning a trip, we know how many kilometers it is to get from one destination to the next. And this is actually asking you to trust the journey. You need to trust things that you don't know. You can trust, for instance, well, if you are going to be taking a trip, you can't always be asking, are we there yet? Are we there yet, right? When you know, say it's going to take, you know, say you're going on a road trip, for instance, and it's going to take 10 hours to get somewhere. You can't get through 5 hours and say, how come we're not there yet, right? You have to enjoy the journey as you go, otherwise it will create anxiety and stuff. But the same thing goes for something that you are unsure of how long it's going to take in terms of things that are unknown. Like when you're going to meet your soulmate, okay? That kind of a thing. Trust the universe that the timing is right, and enjoy the trip, right? Enjoy the journey. That's what it's asking you to do. Now, in the case of the story of Pan, you know, he chased her, basically, and she wasn't happy with that, and she had him turned into, she created this environment where he transformed into, you know, a reed. And so sometimes if we chase things, or we go after something that isn't ready for us, it can, you know, it can take us off guard. The thing about this, though, is that even though it took even though it took him off guard because he got turned into a reed, there was something good that came of that. Something beautiful actually came of it. So where there was chaos, beauty resulted anyway. And so Spirit's asking you to be trusting of things that you don't know as much as the things that you do know. And especially with the things that you do know, it's kind of, you want to be aware of where you are creating anxiety in your life over certain things. And you can use the example of actually, the technical, what's the word I'm looking for? The tangible example of taking a trip. You can use that in a metaphorical way to help you understand the things that you don't know, the things that are unknown. And Spirit is also asking you to choose peace. The thing about choosing peace as well is that that's a way to deal with anxieties or any kind of anticipation, any kind of questioning of whether we are on the right track, or what our GPS is, whether we're going the right direction. This reading seems like it's about maps, and it's about knowing your true north and knowing how to trust the journey. And when we choose peace, we are aligning ourselves with choices that serve our highest good. And what we want to be doing is serving our highest good, right? So when you are in a place of trust, you are serving your highest good and other people's highest good too, because sometimes, if we get frustrated or whatever, we can have a mood that affects the general environment of whoever is with us, right? We want to be in peaceful, or we want to be in frustration. Which one do we choose? And with fertility and with Pan, anything, at the beginning of your journey, for instance, at the very beginning, we want to choose to take one step at a time, take baby steps. And, when we create things as well in terms of inception and stuff like this, and creating things that we have in our mind, our vision for things. We can visualize what we want, and we can go there in our mind, and we're there, right? And so we would never get into, we'd never go on we would never plan our trip and not go, even though we can visualize it and we see it. If we want to plan a trip to Hawaii, for instance, and we've been there before, or we've visualized it and we know what it's like, and we can get that feeling of Hawaii and that feeling of all the wonderful things, and raise our vibration and feel real good about that. And that's creating, giving birth to our ideas and such. However, we don't decide that, okay, well, we've done that when we haven't actually, taken the trip, right? Yeah, the whole point is to actually take the trip and enjoy it. I hope that makes sense. Let's take a look at your take a look at some romance angel cards. Let's get an idea of what romance is looking for you for the month of May. For Aquarius for the month of May. The month of May. All right. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. I was talking to someone recently who asked me about spirit, and if they were basically questioning their religion and their spirituality, and having some contradictory thoughts. And this card is asking you to take a look. Okay, this can have different meanings, but what I'm getting from this now for you, for this particular reading, is that take a look at how you were brought up in terms of your background. Were you brought up in a particular religion, or did you, your first, say, 5 years of your life, 5 or 6 years, what was it that influenced you at that time? Because that may be imprinting, having, an imprint in your psyche right now, to do with your significant other or your partner, or even someone that you're interested in. Even if we don't practice any kind of religion or spirituality, sometimes in order to resolve situations where we need healing within a relationship, for instance, it helps to look to those really early years to find out what our imprint is. And for instance, if you were brought up in the Catholic Church, you might want to actually look at your relationship with Jesus, or your relationship with Mary, or pray to Mary, for instance. Excuse me, and this will speak to those very first, very beginnings, right? The beginnings that we had, the things, the early infancy, and what we were brought into the world, what we knew when we were brought into the world, and so the reason I'm saying this, I'm not saying to take up that religion again. What I'm saying is take a look at what it was during that time, and then look and see if that is influencing anything within your life right now, and or if it could actually help you to resolve an issue, if that makes sense. If you have any questions, by all means, send me a comment, send me a message, yeah, and I'll answer it for you. Now, if you would like a personal reading, you can send me an email to creativelighttaro@gmail.com. I'm going to pick one more card for you. Okay, so let's just pick this. This may also be saying that you are, you and your partner might be having a baby, or also maybe saying your relationship is really at its infancy, and yet you need to trust the journey of where your relationship is heading, even if you don't know, exactly what's going on. But choose peace. So the reason why it's saying choose peace, for instance, because if you don't make a choice, for instance, if you just accept kind of the way things are, or you don't respond, or you don't have any sort of take on anything, that's also a choice. Indecision or not making a choice is a choice. So this is just saying choose peace. Make something your choice. And this idea of having peace in your life will open you up to higher vibrations. It'll sort of, there's this circular pattern with the vibration, and it goes up and up and up. So you want to make your sense of your sense of vibration, your sense of, it affects this will affect your sense of timing. You want to be trusting your intuition. That's where I'm going with that. As you increase your vibration, like whether it be with music, music is vibration, and so as you choose things that you like, that are positive, your vibration increases, and you actually attract your partner. You attract someone who's going to meet you in the place that you are. Okay, let's keep going. So if this reading does not resonate with you, of course, check your moon sign, your Venus sign, or your rising sign. Take what resonates and leave the rest, right? Aquarius for the month of May. Yay, warmer weather. Actually, if you're in the southern hemisphere, you're going into the cooler weather, right? So either way, we're in the middle of the season, so that's where we all are. And we're enjoying the journey wherever we are. Okay, Aquarius. All right. Oh, we got two. How many do we have here? Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Well, all right. Let's do all three then. You're getting the bonus reading, I guess, right now. So, focus on your highest priorities. What does that say here? Focus on your highest priorities. I will help you get organized and motivated. Trust and follow your renewed passion in your love life and career. And guess what? That came out with career transition. Your life purpose is triggering a blessed career change. So this makes sense, right? So if you're having a situation where you're, having some great change, it's in its infancy, your career and maybe even your love life is going through some change, or it's in its infancy, or it's you're starting something,
And this is saying, okay, so we talked already about the generally, we talked in general terms, and then we talked about your love life, potentially how look at early years, and now what's coming together is this is saying for your love life. Well, so trust and follow your renewed passion. So maybe there's something that's being renewed, and that's where it's in its infancy. Okay, so your trust and follow your renewed passion in your love life and career. So what that is also saying is that your vibration, increasing your vibration and choosing peace and prioritizing help and focusing, right, and trusting, that is going to help you as you go along your journey. So then you're not going through any anxiety or worries about what is going to happen next. Like, you can come here and you can watch, a video that is going to speak to you about potentially the things that might be, influencing your journey, but no one's going to tell you this is exactly what's going to happen, on such and such a day, on such and such a day, and this is where your journey is going to be. No, Spirit is guiding you to focus on on your own ability to intuit what it is that brings you passion and what it is that is going to accompany you on your life journey. And at this time, your passion for your love life as well as your career are highlighted. So, yes, so we're talking about passion. A lot of passion. That's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. This is one of my favorite pictures in this particular deck. Okay, so it's possible that your partner is also influencing your career. However, what I want to say about that too is that love, I'm just going to fix the light here. Love itself is a healer no matter what, if you have some choices to make right now. Love is definitely going to raise your vibration, so your partner might be get out and do fun things with your partner, or get out and start dating and get out there and start having fun. Okay, Aquarius, I think that's pretty awesome. I'm going to also show you these. These are not tarot cards, they're spa cards. And I just thought that it would be fun with the changing of the season that we choose one of them, and I'll give you some holistic tips here from them. Yeah, let's see what happens. Aquarius. Fun stuff for Aquarius. Oh, Aquarius. Don't forget to like and subscribe and share, give me a thumbs up. Yeah, I love hearing from you. The comments are approved first, so if you would not like your comment to be, click and publish it, then just let me know. I approve them all, but I like to be able to look at them. Okay, I'm going to take the top one because there's a lot there. And these are really thick cards. Oops. This says Citrus Grove Bath Oil. Oh, you can make this at home. See? All right, it says, and I'm gonna show you. There we go. And you can take a snapshot of that, and you can read it in your own time. But basically, it says Citrus Grove Bath Oil. It's basically an uplifting blend of citrus essential oils that will transport you. Hello, keyword. It's going to transport you. What were we talking about? It's going to transport you to tropical climates far away from the day-to-day hassles you may be experiencing. The sunny scents, well, you can read about the scents here. Yeah, you can read about it. So basically, yeah, it's about having something to help you to relax while you're on this journey, you know, and it'll help you to transport you in your mind to go to these places so that you can, you know, find some R&R in your day-to-day. R&R, day-to-day. Okay, Aquarius, it has been so much fun to be here today. Please come back again soon. I'll do some more readings before the end of May. Blessings to you all.